I'm guessing that if you clicked on this video, it wasn't so that you could come watch a distressed twink with a cyberpunk female protagonist's hairstyle sitting in a chair and sighing. You probably came here to see that twink missing a lot of tennis shots and looking stupid. We'll get to that, but allow me to briefly set the stage. Tennis is a sport where the very best players of all time throughout their careers only ever win barely more than half of their points in their matches. At the very top level of professional play, most points end in one player making an error. The vast majority of players in the world are not at that level, and even though missing is such an inherent part of the sport, missing is one of the quickest ways to lose matches. You can't win any point if you can't make the first shot. And that statement rather describes me. If you know me, you know that I am constantly and relentlessly hard on myself, and so I can be an unreliable narrator when I say such things, but when you see my play in this video, I will not look like someone who has been playing a lot for 6.5 years. I will look like someone who just picked up a tennis racket for the first time that same day and had no prior athletic ability. And in a way, that's a bit of justice for my early experience with this YouTube channel where I uploaded a lot of videos that showed only my very best highlights, going for all the big flashy shots all the time and posting the times when it actually worked. I did not learn how to become a winning tennis player. I learned how to make highlight clips. Today, I'm going to show you the opposite. I'm going to show you what happened when I was asked to join a 3-0 NTRP level men's round-robin league. Just a fun little low-stakes thing, a high 3-5, possibly 4-0 player going in and giving some newer guys some experience. What could go wrong? The first 2 matches were the biggest wake-up call of my entire time playing tennis so far. I must warn you, what you are about to see is potentially distressing. Witnessing this may remove most or all of your brain cells. Take caution, and from there, I'll let Johann Strauss II take it away. apologize to all of you who want me to work on my mentality, but if you'll allow me one zinger on myself here, it involves a thought experiment you may have heard of. If you give a monkey a typewriter and they just smash random keys over and over, if you give them an infinite amount of time where they will smash an infinite amount of keys, eventually they will accidentally write Shakespeare. If you gave that monkey a typewriter and an hour and a half, I think the odds are higher that they would write Macbeth than it is for a human being to physically be able to miss a tennis court with the tennis ball as often as I just did in those matches. But that's kind of vaguely insulting to a lot of tennis players, including my opponents. Props to my opponents, they played well. Legitimately, what you just saw was me, who many people have come into my channel through the years thinking that I was sandbagging, that I was calling myself a 3-5, losing to two 3-0 beginner players. Amazingly done by them. They both taught me an incredibly valuable lesson that I must keep in mind from here on. For people watching this video, especially if it gains a wider viewership than normal, but even if not, one of the main things I might see in response to this video is 6.5 years of work and this is where you ended up. You are probably not cut out for this, buddy. In all honesty, you may have a point. I may never surpass this level. Maybe even if I do put in better work, smarter work, way more work than I have been putting in, maybe I'll always just beat myself with stilted technique. So why do I keep doing this? Because I love it. Because I care. Because for some reason, despite everything, I still believe in myself. Even if I'm terrified of missing every single shot I face because I don't have confidence in my technique, I still believe that I can improve. And that one day, maybe I can even reach a level like a 4-5 NTRP USTA level. It's going to be a hell of a journey. And I know a lot of people probably don't believe I can get there. But that's okay. I'm going to try anyway, because I want to. And I believe that these losses that this video showed were an incredibly important step for me to take. Not necessarily forward, it seemed, at the time. But it can be, if I play the cards I was given correctly. And I suppose this channel is a way for all of us to find out if I'm able to do that. Together, through all the ups, through all the spectacular downs, I'm excited to find out if I have what it takes to be a little less bad at tennis. Because it's not a sport where you're required to never miss. It's a sport where you're required to only win 1 point. Match point. Was that profound? Probably not. But that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Dream on, folks. Peace.